Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
Shit, this record.
Do you, okay, so let me rephrase the question to y'all. Do y'all think men that are always speaking aggression, lead with aggression, they were hurt by a woman? Speaking in general of Corey Holcomb.
So is the question, do we think that men who speak aggressive and talk aggressive, do we think they were
Like
hurt
lead with aggression, right?
as women,
And
just in general?
Yeah, just lead with it, and it's just never have nothing positive to say about women.
Well, so
do you guys think? Oh, okay. Let me rephrase it again, because this is what I'm saying, thinking in my mind. Women think and feel that men that always speak with and lead with aggression and don't have anything nice to say about no woman, Corey Holcomb, that they're gay. They like men. Hidden wise, right? Is there any way? Is there any way you can convince us otherwise?
Well, here's the problem with that, right? So here's a problem with how the question is posed.
Look at Lena. Look at Lena listening now. She's an 18-year-old in here.
No. So here's the issue. The issue is when you say, can we convince? So there's a problem in the Black dynamic. There's a problem in the Black family structure. There's a problem with Black male and female interpersonal relationships. Black people, starting with Black men and Black women, do not know how to communicate with each other. It is like a lost science. There are a lot of things that exist between us as a unit that haven't been acknowledged, nor has it been addressed. So we are so far removed from what we used to be 30, 40, 50 years ago that when we look at each other, Black men and women, we look at each other with hatred and disdain in our eyes, in our hearts. We like each other sexually. We're drawn together in the most primitive fashion, in the most primitive manner, but really comes to kind of like liking.
But we can't deal with each other.
We up that way. There are a lot of problems that exist between Black men and Black women, right? So to answer your question, and what can we do to convince what can we do to convince women that people like Corey Holcomb isn't either hurt or doesn't like Black women? That is like a personal thing. It would be like his own, because we all have similar experiences, but then we all have experiences that color and influence how we respond and react to each other, to our women, to our family, to our community as a whole. We up.
And men love hard.
Either. So Corey Holcomb,
listen, men love.
Corey Holcomb is really no different from what's the brother who passed away? Was a relationship expert?
Oh my God, yeah, him.
Kevin Samuels.
Corey Holcomb is really no different. Corey Holcomb is like a rawer version of a Kevin Samuels. Now, when you listen to Kevin Samuels, a lot of Black women had a problem with Kevin Samuels, but a lot of what Kevin Samuels, it was distasteful to it, but it was truthful to it. It's kind of like when you deal with, what's the guy name with the one eye out of Texas? always cussing and fussing.
Charleston White.
A lot of what Charleston White, outside of the clownery and the police, a lot of things that he says about us as a people in terms of how we treat each other and relate to each other, a lot of it is true. A lot of it is true. And we don't like to hear truth. Black people as a whole, we don't like to hear truth. That's our biggest problem. If we can't accept criticism and we can't accept correction, how can we ever begin to build any unifying bond between us? Go ahead, Boogie.
Yeah, like most Most niggas, they love their females and they take care of them and everything, but they don't like them. If you ask most black men who in their household taking care of their business, they love their wife, they love their girlfriend, they gonna take care of them, but they don't like them.
Why not? Is it because they're gay?
Because they don't listen. No, and they ain't gay. They just don't like them. No, they love their females. They just don't like them. Most black men do not like their females, and it's not because they gay.
Explain that.
It has nothing to do with them being gay. They love them. They
explain that one to me, boo.
Okay, make me make me understand.
Most black women in our culture.
No, I'm saying
the problems that they give niggas.
No, listen to me. Explain to me what you mean by loving their women and wives, but don't like them.
Thank you.
You could love somebody and don't like them.
I understand. I want you to explain it to me so I can get a grip on what you're saying.
Yes, please.
It's like, you know how a nigga pull up to the house and he's sitting in the car before he come in from work.
Yeah.
He don't want to come in and hear his wife mouth. He know he got to hear her mouth. He know when he get up early in the morning, if she getting the kids up, she always yelling and fussing. She can't even get the kids out without waking this nigga up. You think he like that shit? No, he don't like that. He love her. He deal with her just like she deal with him.
I don't think that mean that the brothers don't like the girls. I don't like this that she doing, so I ain't about to go put up with it. Don't mean that they don't like her.
He love her. The love outweigh it, but most niggas they don't like them.
I don't understand it. I ain't about to try it.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, what are you expecting?
Let me take a stab at that. Let me follow up. First of all, two things that appear to be opposite can be true. Two things that appear to be non-congruent can be true. Two things that appear to be opposites can be true. When you ask the question, Corey Holcomb is a product of the society that we live in. He's developed an attitude and a disposition where he doubts and he is pessimistic about the black male and female relationship.
Okay.
And he's critical of black men just like he's critical of black women. But all you ever hear, because all you ever hear is what he's saying about black women. But he's just as critical about black men and our ineffectiveness as it relates to being the leaders of our community. He talks about that as well, right? But what he says about women, is shines through clearer and brighter because it appears as if he's super critical about women. Hey, listen, black women and black men don't get along. They don't get along. They don't even know how to get along. We're simply coexisting with each other because the biochemical nature of us pulls us towards one another, but we don't know how to get along with each other. Let me give you an example.
We argue all day, but we fuck at night.
Well, you said earlier when you mentioned about how Treasure Wilson put Cam and Mace in an uncomfortable position that could have led to a greater conflict. And you said it was reminiscent to what we see happening in the black community when black women find themselves in a situation with a man who everybody told her ain't no motherfucking good for her. But her, with her big girl drawers on, still draws towards this abusive motherfucker. And then when this nigga kicks sparks out her ass, the first thing she does is call on her male family members. One of the reasons why black men are allowing their women to get their ass whooped by a man. One reason why brothers, uncles, daddies, cousins, the male members of the family are allowing Lala Quisha to get her ass whooped by Lil Tyrone. It's because black men have
Why you
learned.
pick that name? Shut up,
Hey,
dog.
black men through
What the fuck
trial
was
and
that?
error. Juice. Black men,
My God.
gossip, boogie. Black men in the ghetto, from Minnesota to Detroit to Arkansas to LA to Miami. Black men, we've been taught a lesson with our lives. Do you know how many black men have come to the rescue of women in their family when they have been previously warned about fucking with that type of nigga, but they still chose to fuck with him anyway? Do you know how many black women have called on aid and assistance from the black men in their family, and then when the black men in their family go to rescue them, they turn against the nigga? That's a common. It's a common. Watch this. It's a common thing in the black community that when you go and whoop this nigga ass, that she either gonna go back with this nigga. So now you and this nigga get animosity because you put your hands on her.
Or she mad at you.
And she mad at you, or depending on how drastic it is, you in jail for killing this nigga, and she gonna testify against you.
And she gonna tell.
That is a common thing that happens in the black community now. So that makes black men, because you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. So there's a lot of things. I'm not blaming women, because that shit is a product of black women being undereducated and being undertrained and under nurtured and not be and being underdeveloped in a way that they would understand, have to go out and defend something that isn't even your business, right? So even more cut and dry than that is, we do be in relationships with women that we don't like. Love outweighs liking. There are a lot of things that we don't like, and that's black men and women. There are a lot of things that we don't like about our mates that we settle for the purpose of settling, and then we start to add this shit up. Well, he's not that bad, or she's not that bad. And then when you draw the comparison between what's out there for you, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So if I have somebody, even though that person may be flawed, that's my
you don't
fault.
like them though, by you liking the things that they.
No, hey, listen, my brother. When a motherfucker do shit and work against you, right? Let me tell you something. Keep on living if you think that every motherfucker you love, you like. It's motherfuckers in your family.
Like.
You got. Hey, listen, bro.